Hello and welcome. I'm the Theory Detective, and these lessons will uncover the mystery of music theory. Now, when we're going back to A minor, our first minor key, let's take a look at our primary chords, or primary triads. A triad is just a chord that is built of 3 notes, and most chords are triads, and most chords are actually built on thirds. So let's take a look at these ones. Here's our A minor chord. And here it is again. Down here's our D minor chord. And then over here is another chord, our E chord. We'll deal with him in a minute. Now, in the scale of A minor, A is 1. So we're going to give him a Roman numeral 1, I. Now, it's lowercase for minor. Remember, always when we deal with minor, we want to identify it with a lowercase symbol so that we remember that it's minor. Now, 1A is what we call tonic. Tonic means tone. So I'm going to put over here 1 and then a lowercase I. And there's A. Or because this is just the note, I'm going to put a capital. Because it's just, oh no wait, it's the chord. I'm just going to put lowercase. There we are. Okay, so what about dominant? Dominant means dominate, meaning that it's the strongest, the powerhouse, the powerful chord in a piece. Now, the strongest chord in the piece is actually always the major 5. This is a minor chord. You count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The E is the 5, and that gives us our chord. But it's a minor. And we actually want a major sound. The dominant needs to dominate, and the minor sound is not giving it its power. So we're going to change the G. We're going to raise it from G, here's our G, to be G sharp. We're borrowing from the major. So we're going to add in a sharp. Even though A minor has no sharps or flats, the dominant still gets an accidental. So here's our 5 chord, and I'll put it down here. Capital, Roman numeral V, Roman numeral 5, and capital for major. So we have our minor 1, our major 5, our minor 1 again. Now, subdominant dominates from below. Sub means below. So we're going to find the chord that dominates from below. Now, just as the 5 is a 5th above, we're going to find a 5th below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives us our D. So here's our A, and here's our D chord. Now, we can't call this 5, of course, because the E is already 5. So we're going to number them from the bottom top. If we start with A, 1, 2, 3, 4. D is the 4th. So I'm going to put a big 4 there, and we'll put I here for 1, and I, V, because it's minor, it gets lowercase, it's minor, IV for 4, so those are Roman numerals. So over here, there's our 1, there's our 5, there's our 4, after 5, Roman numeral, and then this is the E, and E I'm going to do capital because it's the chord, and the D is lowercase because it's the minor chord. Major chord, minor chord. And this looks funny. There we are. Tonic is our 1 chord. We signify it with a Roman numeral, lowercase for minor, and it's the minor A chord or A minor chord. Dominant dominates from above. It's a 5th above. It's the 5 chord in the scale, so we have a 5. We identify it as a Roman numeral 5, but capital for major because it borrows from the major and has the sharp, so it's major. And capital E to remind us that it's major. Subdominant dominates from below. It's a 5th below. However, we count from the bottom up, so we call it a 4. IV, Roman numeral 4, and it is the D minor chord, so a lowercase d. Okay, go ahead and take out your practice cards. We're going to make flashcards. The 1 chord, lowercase I, in the key of A minor. Make sure that A is lowercase, and go ahead and lowercase the M for minor as well. And of course, it's the A minor chord. The 5 chord in A minor, and it's of course E major. Make sure it's capital for major. And the 4 chord. The 4 chord, IV, Roman numeral 4, in the key of A minor is D minor. Add those to your practice pile and practice them as much as you can until they become very easy. And as always, have a great day.